Good afternoon, everyone. I want to send out this handout to you for you to look at before our professional development day on next Friday. I'm going to send this out to staff on Wednesday after teachers have been trained at the Mendez School, have had the opportunity to sit with Claire. But I wanted you to look at it first to make sure I didn't miss anything, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'll walk you through it, and then I will also send you an email with all these handouts. Teachers are going to be ordering independent reading baskets. We're trying to keep this pretty simple. So what we're asking is that 20% of the books come from hot titles, 20% from hot authors, 30% are fiction, and 30% are nonfiction. For hot titles and for authors, teachers can obviously use whatever titles and authors they know of, but if they need a resource, we will do a handout that'll get to the your offices by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. You can use OR 5354 5556 or an ordering guide that's a Word document that I'll attach here. The other thing we're making sure that teachers do is that 30% of the books should come and reflect the interests, lives, cultures, and diversity of our students. So just making sure that we have diverse texts. Again, don't need teachers to count things exactly, but this should provide at least a good framework. If it's a book that's really popular and you want to consider ordering multiple titles, we ask you order no more than 10 of the same title. And finally, we've budgeted about $5 a book. Obviously, some may be a little bit more, but if we can stay under the $5 rule, we can get more books. And again, really want to emphasize that this is just a guide for staff to follow. When people are looking, we're going to have them keep to their own complexity bands. So K will order A through D, grade 1, E through I, so on and so forth, all the way through here. So we're trying to keep this pretty specific. This is what Claire suggested for books for independent reading. So at the Warren, teachers will be ordering, A and B, C and D, about 1,200 books is what we had here for kindergarten. What Claire is doing this week and next week is she is adjusting these recommendations based off of the inventory that we have. She'll have this done by midweek. That's why I'm not pushing this out to staff now, but wanted you to have a look at it so you can get an understanding of how many books people are ordering. So this will be pretty specific, so Warren will know, kindergarten teachers, A through D, here's how many books they're ordering, and then we can go back and follow our 20-20-30-30 guidelines for what to order. As we get down to series readings, again, about the same thing. We're going to do 30% from hot titles, 30% from hot authors, 30% fiction, and only 10% nonfiction. Again, 30% of the books will be text complexity that represents the interests, lives, and diversity of our students. And we're asking that you order no more than 2 of the same sets. And we stay, again, within the $5 a book rule. Same exact thing we're doing. K will order A through D, first grade E through I, and then again next week, Claire will fill this out with how many books we are buying. If you want to look back here, for instance, as to the handout ordering guide, this will go out. It has a link to all the publishers. We also have hard copies that we'll be delivering. We're going to do kindergarten, first and second grade teachers. We're also going to do third, fourth, and fifth. I'm not separating this for the neighborhood because if we have one book closet, it's not going to be broken up that way. Also think it's important to include special education teachers and EL teachers in this mix. I will leave it up to you as to how to divide teachers up. And then the ordering guide is pretty straightforward. This is what it looks like. We have it broken up by K1 and 2. So if you go to kindergarten, it gives you an outline for independent reading baskets. It has the information here. We're asking the teachers enter the title, the ISBN or reference number, the vendor that they're purchasing it from, and the page number, quantity, cost. We have an Excel formula that will multiply these, the text complexity, and the genre. This will allow us the opportunity to look to make sure we have things pretty well spread out. And then when you get to the bottom here, it'll total everything here. So teachers should know that they're ordering 600 total books. So here's your total. 600 books times $5 a book is $3,000. So this will be a little guide for them to follow. Series books, same exact setup, title, ISBN reference number, vendor and page, quantity, cost, total cost, complexity, and genre, adds everything up for them. We did this for the Warren, and we also did it for the Mendez. I'm going to send this out today, give you some time to look at it. More than happy to sit down and meet with you on Monday or on Tuesday. I'll leave it up to you as to how you communicate this with your staff, but I wanted to be able to send this out today to give you some time to look at it. I'll be by Monday and Tuesday, obviously, again, to answer any questions. Thank you. Have a great weekend.